I'm here today with Corbin Brown, who farms in Cross County near Wynne. Corbin, we're standing out in one of your bean fields here. What's going on the soybean farm right now?
Well, we are watering soybeans. They're starting to set pods, which water is really important at that part in time. Getting ready to pull some spills and rice, and looking forward to harvest.
So, how many acres do you farm altogether?
About 3,000.
And you've got soybeans and rice, you mentioned. Any other crops?
Those are the only two crops.
Those are the only two. So, what is it about being a row crop farmer you wish people knew about that they probably don't know about?
Well, with the GMOs and the hormones and stuff they talk about, additives in our food today, I wish they knew that non-GMO and GMO are roughly the same bean, same plant. They're just better for the farmer, for yield-wise and for herbicide-wise. You get a cleaner product to your table with some of the products that are out there.
So, if we didn't have GMOs, we wouldn't have anywhere near the yield we're getting these days.
Would not have the yield. It probably wouldn't have as clean a crop with pests and weeds.
So it's important, even though we're hearing a lot of talk about GMOs are bad. They're not really bad if you're a farmer or a consumer.
Not necessarily. I've got a crop of honeybees that I can't seem to get rid of. So they claim the non-GMOs kill soybeans, or the GMO kill honeybees. I haven't killed any yet, so that's another thing I wish the general public knew.
Well, right now with us out here in the middle of the summer heat, it might seem like there's not a lot happening, but you're out here round the clock even this time of year, aren't you?
Well, I try to manage it where I take off about 7. We get off a little earlier than that normally. Don't like to work past 7, but we're managing your water and try not to work yourself to death.
You've also had very active involvement with Farm Bureau. You've been county president here in Cross County. I know you've also attended some of the leadership training, the LeadAR program and President's Leadership Council, which was started by Farm Bureau President Randy Veach.
Yes.
Can you talk some about why that's important to you to participate in those kind of things?
Well, let's go way back to my college years on that, and an elective I took, parliamentary procedure. I knew as a farmer going back, you always hear the farmers are your school board members and your board members. I felt like in college I would be in a leadership role, or wanted to be in a leadership role, so I took parliamentary procedure as a college elective at the University of Arkansas. Then roll that forward, I got involved with LeadAR. Don't know how many people are familiar with LeadAR, but it's a rural leadership development program for rural Arkansans. Sort of brings you one step forward in bringing the municipalities and the state level together to give a better view of take a leadership role and guiding our state through the future. The second thing was the PLC, President Leadership Council. Got involved with that, and that was a great program for Farm Bureau. It was really focused on what Farm Bureau does, what makes Farm Bureau tick, what funds Farm Bureau, and how to keep along those lines and keep it a grassroots program and be a benefit for all its members.
And so as a result of doing all of those things, going through those programs, you've been a very active leader here in Cross County and on a state level as well. What is it about Farm Bureau that makes you feel like that's so important? What is it that Farm Bureau does that's important to you?
That it takes the needs from the farm or from the local communities, transforms them to a state level into a national level, and get the state support and support from other folks for issues and problems that we may have here on the farm to help all of us.
Well, we appreciate you taking all the time you do to be active in Farm Bureau, and thank you for taking time to discuss with us today the things you do on your farm. We appreciate it.
Thank you.